What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to Not With Her. I'm Jen. This is my BFF Espy.
What's good, YouTube?
And today we kind of thought that we would talk about best friends,
Friendship,
and what that stop banging on the table,
and what that means,
and what that means to us.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, what is your definition of best friend?
Ooh, okay. It's a little weird because she's a little bit more than my best friend. She's like a combination of a sister, this confidant, this person that really, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have her in my life. So it's a little weird. Best friend, it doesn't sum it up enough. So for me, it's someone who just understands you on a totally different level. For me, that's what it means. A best friend, somebody who I could call at. It's more than just being able to call them at 3 o'clock in the morning because you need a ride.
Yeah, don't call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna answer.
I am taking open applications for best friends. Since she won't pick me up at 3 o'clock in the morning,
I would pick you up.
She would. I don't know why she lies.
I talk so much shit.
So much stuff. Woo. So much stuff.
Excuse me.
On a constant basis, she's like, "Espy, what's wrong? Who I gotta punch in the face?" Mm-hmm. She does that to me all the time. So yeah, for me, a best friend is somebody who's so much. She's so much more than just a best friend for me. But best friends is like that next level. That person who can finish your thoughts. That person who unconditional love. Person who, no matter how much I ignore them, annoy. That's the word I was looking for.
I know that's what you were
annoy them. They still love me and they don't want me to change. That's that person. What about you?
That's good. So, I just Googled, right? Sorry.
Oh,
guys. No, I'm gonna. This is
Google.
This is the Urban Dictionary's definition of best friend. Okay. Contrary to popular belief, your best friend doesn't have to be with you 24/7. This is like really long. Or think and act just like you. Truly, your best friend could be the exact opposite of you. And this usually leads to fights and difficulties getting along, but somehow you still just love them to death anyway. Your best friend is the one person who could not speak to you for any amount of time, but you still think of them just the same. Someone who, despite all the changes a person goes through in their life, will stick by you and always accept you for who you are. What was that noise?
I think that was a refrigerator.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Hopefully it was in my stomach.
Yeah. A person who will always tell you what you need to hear, even if it's not necessarily what you want to hear. A person who can make you laugh even on your bad days, and who makes all the problems in life seem easy to overcome. As long as you have them by your side, a best friend could be many things. Your inspiration, your hero. Best friends help each other to become better people by using honest, constructive criticism that sometimes hurts to hear, but it's all for the best in the end. Best friends are the ones that bring up touchy topics with you, even if it will risk you being angry with them, because they care more about your well-being. Your best friend is the one who you could piss off so badly, but in your time of need, they will still be there for you. Sorry, I forgot how to read. A best friend is someone who you've shared good and bad memories with, but you just can't help but cherish each of them. A true best friend is hard to come by, difficult to leave, and impossible to forget. So, I think that is like the absolute best definition of what a best friend is. You know, my kid, the youngest one, Tatiana, she's 9, and right now she has like 500 best friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's like, oh, this one is my best friend, that one is my best friend. And I'm like, oh God, like, you can't have 5 million best friends.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
and for me, it's scary because she's going to learn why you can't have 500 best friends. I think that, it's taken us a very long time to get to where we're at right now. Absolutely.
We met when we were 14 years old, and we've had many ups and downs. we have in our relationship, I call it broken up because like I feel like you're like, you know, outside of family and stuff. Well, some family, not all family. You know, we have this idea in our head that family is supposed to be super duper close and that, you know, you're supposed to have like these unbreakable bonds with your family, right? But it doesn't always work out that way. But like somebody like you, who I feel like you get on my nerves probably more than anybody else aside from my children, right? But
absolutely. Sometimes I do it on purpose. Sometimes I'm not doing it on purpose at all.
But like you said earlier, like I wouldn't want you to change who you are at all.
No.
Like if you didn't do some of the things that you do to piss me off or annoy the hell out of me, like life would be boring.
I'm glad you put it that way.
Like, I think that a best friend, she said it before, like, she is my soul sister. You know,
Absolutely.
She's more than, she's the Urban Dictionary's definition of best friend. You know, they sum it up really well. Where she makes me, you make me a better person. You know,
I feel exactly the same way.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I feel like your best friend is supposed to be that mirror to show you, both to boost you up and say like these are the really great things about you, and a best friend is also supposed to be that mirror and make you question why you do the things that you do or react the way that you react in certain circumstances or whatever. And you like definitely do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I have to admit something. So for this past week, I'm spilling tea here, right?
Ooh, hold on. Okay.
So you ready?
Oh, I guess.
I was like crazy annoyed with you this week. And I didn't even, you probably could sense it though. You knew it. For no reason. No damn reason.
I didn't do nothing.
No, nothing at all. But in my head, this is what, okay. So I'm gonna fill you in because
okay.
this situation had to make me sit back and evaluate what the hell. Why are you mad at her, right? When she didn't do anything, right? I was thinking I went to buy a lotto ticket, right?
Okay.
And we have had this discussion about when we are at a certain place of affluence. First of all, it's going to be shared because we're sisters.
Absolutely. I hit, she hits, vice versa.
But there's been some debate, questions, whatever, about where we are going to reside.
Oh, shit.
Whether or not we're gonna
Ooh.
reside in the same city, the same state. Like she's planning on going to Alaska, bitch. I'm not going to Alaska. But
I mentioned it. I mean, when you're having these delusions of grandeur, when you know that you're gonna be, you know, presented with wealth, you know, it's good to play, you know, in your head like where you're gonna be, where you're gonna do. You know, I mean, there's 50 states. I mean, if I'm rich, like mega rich. I may have a house in every single state. I don't know. It depends.
Anyway, right? So I was thinking, and I keep telling her,
can't believe it.
No,
She meant
you gotta stay. We gotta stick together.
We're that kind of friend that we have to see each other on a regular basis. We're not one of those people that you can see each other every 6 months
or
and be like a year or whatever, and be like, hi, I miss you. I miss you too. What do you do? What's up with you? Blah, blah, blah.
It's like, no.
It's like, bitch, I woke up this morning with the bubblies. Like, we need to know. I didn't really. But I'm just saying.
So, because this is how, like, in my head, I have envisioned our relationship. Like, us being, like, old ladies and, like, sitting on the porch together, you know, drinking coffee or tea or whatever. You don't drink tea. So, us drinking coffee early in the morning, like her, like she likes to say, I don't think you're going to be wearing a bata. You're going to have like some old man shorts and like.
It depends. I hope wherever we are, it's hot so that I can wake up and just be in shorts.
And like your slippers and stuff. And we're going to be chilling and just like sitting on the porch together while everybody else is asleep or whatever, and we're watching the sunrise, and we don't even have to say anything to one another.
No,
you know what
no.
I'm saying? Wait. So that's what I envisioned. But it came to me, and I'm like, because I work in a high school, and I work with kids, and I deal with kids in conflict, whether it be conflict with somebody else or internal type of conflict, right?
Okay.
And I talk to them about, a lot of them have a very difficult time letting people go, right? And bitch, I'm not letting you go. So I'm just saying, right? But
I'm not going nowhere.
I try to teach them that, not everybody in your life is meant to stay forever, right? And some people are, but you can't restrain them. We all have different obligations. We all have different life circumstances. We all have
expectations.
Right. That may not be conducive to, us specifically, being able to live in the same
area.
And like I teach these kids, it's like, you got to learn to let go. You got to learn to let go. If somebody's meant to be in your life, there's no way that they're going anywhere. But I realized within myself that that stupid buying a lottery ticket
made you mad at me?
Because I'm like, maybe that is the blockage. Because I am not giving you your, not like, we're not together.
That's the whole point of the show. We're not together. But we have a strong bond.
Right.
Friendship bond.
Right. So if you want to live in Alaska, I gotta be willing for you, I gotta be okay with you going to Alaska. Right. I can't hold you down to like Hawaii, which would be really stupid. Like if you moved to Alaska other than Hawaii, like if you had a choice, I'm just saying. Nothing, shout out to everybody
I like
who
you,
lives in
love you, Anchorage,
Alaska and stuff, but she ain't killing nothing. She's not outdoorsy, and neither is her partner. But anyway,
but yeah, okay. So that's why you were mad this week?
I think so.
That's why you were annoyed?
Yeah.
Oh, and I felt it in the text messages. People felt it.
Yeah, I didn't even talk to you, did I?
No, I don't think we talked to each other this week, which is not like us.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and maybe it has something to do with the new moon, which was last night, this morning, because new moon started to bring up stuff inside you that you need to let go.
Okay.
So maybe that was it.
Well, I was big of you to admit the fact that I didn't do nothing and she was mad at me. Okay. So there's
So you're allowed to go wherever you want to go.
Thank you. Oh my God. Now the money's just gonna pour in. I could feel it. But she mentioned and she touched on something earlier when she said that we've been through a lot. We had a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, man.
And as friends, I mean, there was a point there where, we weren't as close and we weren't like on a daily basis talking to each other. And, it's funny because I have to tell this story. About 4.5, almost 5 years ago now, I had a dream. Jennifer and I weren't talking to each other. We had a falling out and we stopped talking to each other for about...
We didn't even really have a falling out. We just stopped talking to each other.
It
never came to... We didn't fight or anything. We just stopped talking to each other.
We just stopped talking to each other. And it was about 4 years where we stopped talking to each other. And she reached out to me a couple of times and I just...
To no avail.
Yeah, I wasn't...
responsive.
Exactly. You see how we finish each other's sentences? But I had a dream. It was about almost 5 years ago now. And in my dream, I saw her and her children grown. And I realized that I had missed all this time with her in her life and her children. And that when I woke up crying. I woke up very upset.
And at that point, we hadn't spoken to each other in about 4 years.
4 years. And she had a baby. We just didn't speak. And when I called her luckily I remembered where she worked, and I remembered, you know, I found the number and I called, and I left a message, I think on your job number, and she called me back, and we've been inseparable ever since.
But we had to have a conversation.
We had to.
We had to have a real heart to heart.
Yeah.
And one of these, like, you know, like,
I guess we acknowledge the fact that, you know, we weren't the same people we were when we were younger. 4 years is a long time to grow up and have life lessons.
Right.
It's also a long time to be without somebody who you realize how important they were to you.
Right.
It wasn't until she came back into my life, you know, as my BFF, where I realized that, oh my God, I didn't have that person.
Right.
You know, I had people in my life, don't get me wrong, but I didn't have somebody in the capacity like I had her. She, like she said, you know, we are each other's mirrors, and she, you know, I want to say there was a part of me that was dead. I wasn't as happy as I am now, obviously, but like I was a totally different person, and she noticed it right away.
Yeah,
like energy
the joy
level
was
it was just gone. And I had a lot of things happen to me, but her coming back into my life and us rekindling our friendship has meant the world to me. So
ditto.
So yeah, so I love you.
But
so, I had to say that.
Yeah, you know, and but we had to sit down and have that, because that was the second time we broke up, right? I say broke up. Wilda, don't get offended,
baby. That's
I don't mean it like that.
That's the second time that we kind of disconnected and we I want to say mutually walked away from each other. So yeah, that was the second time.
But so the conversation was like, I love you, so I welcome you back into my life, right? Because that's what I
was surprised,
you know. But if we're gonna do this, I think, you know, similar to like a marriage, you know, if you're gonna do this, then you have to be willing to, you know, go with
bad
the
and good,
right? Because I think what happened in the past was when it got to, my life was extremely complicated, and I'm not blaming that on anybody else but myself. I tolerated a lot of crap from other people, and my life was very chaotic for a long time. And I, you know, I made it uncomfortable for people who loved me, you know what I mean? And SB had a difficult time dealing with me. I'm a strong personality, and I think that you had difficulty dealing with me.
Yeah, I had, well, like she said, when you're close to somebody, but when you're not seeing eye to eye, and, you know, you start arguing or you start having, you know, difficult conversations.
I don't even think it was that. I think let's keep it real, from the outside in, you were uncomfortable with the situations that I was putting myself in. And it was difficult for you to be able to sit down and have those heart-to-heart conversations.
I couldn't have that with her. I couldn't. Like, I was...
So it was easier just to leave.
Yeah, it was. And I don't like confrontation. Two, I wasn't very verbal in my feelings, my honest, truly feelings. So I was keeping a lot of my opinions to myself, which, in retrospect, for our friendship, hurt our friendship because... whatever she was doing to herself, I'm over here acting like it's all gravy, it's great, you know, and it's not bothering me.
And I was very confrontational.
Right.
I mean, I still am, but I think that I'm like, my approach is different. My approach is different.
Yes,
it's like,
so different.
We need to sit down and we need to talk.
Right, before people do things.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, and so... But it was basically like, you and I have to figure out a way, you know.
And I've gotten better at...
Much better
at telling her, listen, you know what? No, you're wrong.
It doesn't happen a lot.
It doesn't happen. I hate that, though. I really do. I hate that. But
the thing is that we've learned to... There have been difficult situations that have arisen since, where you could have easily Where in the past you would have flown the coop.
Right.
You would have been like, I'm out. Like, I'm
and
not.
that was one of the things I had to promise coming back.
Yeah.
That, you know, no matter how tough it gets, no matter how difficult some situations may be, that I wasn't going to go anywhere because I was a flight risk.
Yeah.
I was a flight risk. My MO was to get uncomfortable, get all, you know, in my emotions, and then, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to talk to you no more.
Right. And to me, I'm the exact opposite. Like, I'd rather get down in the dirt and, like, fight it out or whatever, you know, and, like, I'm loyal.
Loyal, that's it, you're loyal.
But in the past, I've been loyal to my own detriment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I have had to learn as well. And, you know, something that's, you know, still a work in progress.
Right.
But so to me, it was like when she would go, it would be like, well,
what the hell?
Right. Like,
where are you?
Right.
I need you. Like, now I'm at my toughest or I'm at my worst. And where'd she go? Like, I wasn't around.
Right. So I think that we've been...
Which is why I was so surprised why she even answered my call when I called her back.
Well, you're my best friend, bitch.
Right.
Didn't I tell you I would stop that?
Yeah,
sorry.
she did, but she's not. So I already know.
I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
She is working on it. So for me, again, I can't talk enough about her. Like,
well, it's the same. So, you know, we are each other's mirror.
Right.
You know, we are the Urban Dictionary's definition of best friends.
Best friends.
You know, and I'm blessed. We're blessed.
Absolutely.
My family is blessed because of you. You know, like...
Aww.
They are.
I love them so much. Love her mom and dad. Love them. Love her sister, her brother, all of them.
You know, so
great family.
You know, these type of relationships, when you really love somebody, you have to, if you really love somebody and you want to keep them in your life, you have to be willing to be that mirror, you know, and be uncomfortable.
And I don't know if I've ever said this out loud to you, but I have to thank you. I'm a better person. Me personally, Esperanza, I'm a better person because she's that person saying, you know, no, you're messing up, or no, this is why you feel this way, and giving me those 2 cents, or, you know, her opinion on certain things that happen in your life, and you don't have that. You know, and she doesn't sugarcoat anything, which sometimes bothers me. But then other times I'm like, yeah, but she's not wrong. Which is going back to the whole point I was trying to say before. When we have little conversations and I'm right and she's right and blah, 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 it's rare, and I'll say this publicly, and I'm going to put this on YouTube, so I mean it. She's rarely wrong. However, her tact, her delivery method.
Yeah, I'm a little rougher on the edges.
Could have some work on. She could work on delivering.
I could be a little smooth. And I'm not.
She could.
I can't help it though.
I mean,
everything that I say is out of love.
Out of love. But she has this. We call her. You know, she has this, like, what is it? This
Sour Patch Kid.
Sour Patch Kid. That's what it is.
She's sweet and sour
at the same time, all the time.
But it's all
right
because I love you.
Right.
And I want what's best for you.
Right. She'll punch you in the face, but then give you a nice little.
Punch you in the face.
She'll give you a candy bar or something.
I'll punch you in your ego, right? But you know, it's all for.
Like, but you wear that
because I'm not like super duper like tiptoeing through the tulips and shit. I'm not that kind of girl. But everything that I do is out of love, and I think now you're starting to realize that.
I do see that.
Okay, so let's wrap this up.
Right. So friendship, in a nutshell, that one person who can tell you about yourself, who can get on your nerves, who can make you laugh at the worst possible moments, who has your back no matter what, and who is always willing to be that mirror, even if you don't sometimes don't.
And in no which way, shape, or form wants or tries to change you.
No, loves you the way you are.
Right, and that's
klutzy and everything.
That's best friend. You're my best friend, punk.
All right, people.
We love you guys. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming along with us on our journey. Please like and subscribe, and you can hit the little notification bell for our new videos. We're going to be uploading them every Monday and Friday.
And
Stop hitting the thing.
There you go. Delivery. She could work on it.
Sorry.
All right, you too. We love you. We see
love
you next
you.
time.
Peace.